Scotland, we are about to see one of its greatest fortresses over the years, Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle has a long and dark history dating back to the 12th century of the time of David I, and the castle itself has survived many attacks during its years as a fortress. Right behind me is the 1 o'clock gun. The 1 o'clock gun fires every day except Christmas, Sundays, and Good Friday. Now the boom from the gun can be heard all around the city, and it is a reminder that Edinburgh Castle is still a living fortress today. But the 1 o'clock gun is only one of the many weapons within the walls. This is Mons Meg. As you've probably noticed, the walls of the castle are all lined with cannons. This one in particular can fire balls that are twice an average man's body weight over 3 miles. This is definitely a weapon you do not want to mess with. We have explored much of this impressive fortress, but now I'm heading over to meet Graham Hamilton, a historian who will take us deeper into the history of this castle and the people who owned it.
They had, in the Middle Ages, they hadn't really separated out the sort of surgical disciplines yet from just the day-to-day things. So the GPs, if you like, of the day, the sort of general practitioners or whatever, they were known as barber surgeons. You started off with, you would have monks originally who had all the knowledge from the sort of ancient Greek and sort of Roman and Arabic texts. All these cultures were very heavily involved in medicine from way back. So they would have written all their ideas down, and the monks were the ones who had the knowledge to translate it all into, to read it and to bring it into practice. But because they were men of God, they weren't allowed to actually operate on anyone. So they couldn't do that, so they employed the barbers to do that for them. Like King David II, you're standing here on the Half Moon Battery on the top of David's Tower, built in the reign of King David II in the 14th century. Now David II was wounded twice in the face with arrows at the Battle of Neville's Cross, fighting the English. 1346 he was captured, he survived with his arrow wounds, and they took him to Edinburgh Castle down in Northumberland. And 2 barber surgeons came from York, the city of York in England, and they were paid £6, which was a massive sum of money in those days. And they managed to remove one of the arrowheads, but the other one was too deep and they couldn't get it out. So David lived for, he lived till 1371, but he spent 20 years after Neville's Cross. So to about 1366, he lived with the arrowhead stuck in his skull. But he must have suffered fits and, problems with his vision. You don't get injured in the head with an arrow like that and have it in there without it causing you issues, So you'll need to hold it that way to put it on. Hold your straps as well, and then just pop it down.
How much does it weigh?
About 3.5 kilos. Because your head is one of the first places that someone will attack you, and your breast. So your whole harness of armour would be about 36 kilograms. So the helmet's about 10% of the weight, but again, it's because the plate's a bit thicker in order to give you more protection for your head. So wearing one of these would be quite restrictive, I would think. You look at how little peripheral vision you have with this helmet, the Sallet.
Oh, this is very
So the archers would have worn those kind of helmets because you needed your face to be clear, so exactly, so you can pull your bowstring. You want to be able to get your cheek down in it, so you can look along the bow, you know, exactly like that. If your visor is up, it's in the way, you wouldn't be able to work so well with a weapon. So they had to sort of trade that off, that lack of protection, for being able to operate their weapons.
This is the Great Hall. It was built by King James IV and was used for banquets and ceremonies during his reign. Edinburgh Castle has over 2,000 years of history, and it is still here today as a living fortress.